Alright, we're back. Here's another update on the PSA Spiker AK. I actually just made a video and lost it, so here we go. I'm gonna have to redo this whole thing. But anyway, in my first unboxing video that I made about 5 weeks ago when I first got this, I had mentioned that I was thinking about stripping it down and bluing the metal, getting rid of this Cerakote finish, and talking about redoing the wood because it looks like macaroni and cheese plastic. So that's exactly what I did. So this right here is the rifle from my unboxing video, and it's finally done. I sandblasted the metal, blued it, and I stripped the wood of that nasty craft cheese finish. I made my own custom stain and stained it. And boy, does it look pretty compared to that. That looks like an airsoft gun. This looks like an AK. Let me tell you, this was 5 weeks of just pure misery working on this gun because I believe the metal has really high nickel content or zinc content, and it did not want to take the bluing at all. I mean, it was being very stubborn, big pain in the ass. But I finally managed to get it, to a decent point where, or I could finally say it was done. I got to the point where I almost wanted to throw this thing away in the dumpster a couple times. I was getting so fed up with this project. And if you want to do the same with your spiker from PSA, I don't really recommend it because it is a pain. I mean, it sucks. Was it worth it in the end? Yeah, it was worth it, I guess. But while you're doing it, it doesn't seem worth it. It seems like I was like, what the fuck did I do, So, almost lost hope there for a little bit. But anyway, so I'm going to go over, some of the differences between these two. Talk about what I had to do, things that I had to fix because the rifle was not perfect. In the first video, I had an issue with the bayonet and the cleaning rod. The bayonet was upside down from the factory, and it didn't sit flush. It kind of like stuck out, and the cleaning rod wouldn't fit. So I had to shave the gas block here significantly. I mean, I really had to shave the crap out of that. Also had to cut the handguard retainer. I had to cut a slot into it. Normal Chinese AKs don't have that slot, but I had no choice. So I had to do it. So I'm glad I did it because it fits a lot nicer, but I think PSA could maybe look into their retainers and maybe look into the wood. I think the regular, like a real Chinese AK, has the wood is a little bit thicker, the deeper slot. Anyway, they can figure that out on their own. But as you can see, it looks pretty good, especially from a couple feet away. I mean, if I really got close in there, it might start looking a little weird. Yeah, what a pain in the ass it was to do. Oh my god. In my first video, I'd also mentioned that the barrel did not appear to be chrome lined. I was wrong. It is chrome lined. I just had to clean it. I didn't realize that they had test fired it from the factory. So, yeah, it has a chrome lined barrel, 1.5mm receiver. I mean, they had to retool everything for these rifles. Compared to a standard AK, which I have over here for reference, there's so many differences. Start with the front sight post. Here's a standard AK. You got your open winged front sight post. On a Chinese, it's hooded. Oh yeah, you can kind of see where I missed a couple of spots. I'm gonna have to just touch those up. Whatever, no big deal. But yeah, so Chinese AK has a hooded front side post. You've got your bayonet lug. I mean, the gas block is different. Everything's different. So you got your gas ports on your gas block on a standard AK, and then on these you got the gas ports on the gas tube itself. Now also the rivets are diagonal on a Chinese AK, and that's a standard AKM. And you've got your SAF for safe auto fire. On this you've got, yeah, Chinese stuff. The trigger guard, the rivets are also different. They just have this like single rivet setup compared to a standard AKM. The safety selector switch is also different. Standard AKM has a ribbed dust cover. Chinese does not. It is smooth. Front sight, or I'm sorry, rear sight. It's got a D. It goes to what, 800 meters or whatever. Let's see what the difference is on the standard AK. And it's got like a Russian N instead of a D. You know, they're all a little bit different. And I also mentioned that the PSA Spiker doesn't have a trap door, and I was like kind of bummed. And then somebody in the comments, thank you to whoever you were, I forgot, mentioned, hey, if you take the butt plate off, it actually does have a spot in the stock for a cleaning kit. You just have to buy a butt plate with a trap door. And sure enough, he was right, and I was really excited. I actually took this butt plate trap door off of this Polish WBP wood and stuck it on there, and it fit perfect. And so I was really happy. Went ahead and threw a new surplus Russian sling on there. That looks nice. But I have to say, you know, some people have complained, you know, it looks like a toy gun, and yeah, it does. I mean, it kind of looks like an airsoft gun. A lot of complaints on like the finish of the wood. Yeah, it's a little plasticky looking. It's just too nice. Like, it's not too nice, but too refined. You got these really sharp edges. I mean, you can tell this thing came straight out of a sophisticated machine, you know? So I went ahead and kind of just rounded off the edges and stuff a little bit. Just, you know, I didn't want it to look so sharp and so perfect, you know? So I did that. Made my own custom stain out of powdered dye from a company called KEDA Wood Die. I think it's KEDA. And the kit comes with like red, brown, black, bunch of different colors, and you mix them up. You're supposed to mix them in alcohol, but I'd use water because water dissolves it a lot better. So yeah, I made my own stain. It's really fun. I recommend doing it. because you go to Walmart or Lowe's, you can only get those basic stains that are like, meh, you know, for like doing tables and fences and stuff. You can't go out and buy dark red stain. So now this gun, I was lucky enough to get a second one. Don't ask me how, because it was hard enough to get the first one, but I got lucky enough to get a second one. And wouldn't you know, the bayonet still didn't fit right on this, although it wasn't upside down. I'll have to say that. This time it was, you know, positioned correctly, but I stuck a cleaning rod in there. The cleaning rod made it about to here, and then it stopped. I found out that they did not drill all the way through. There was an obstruction, so I had to fix that to get the cleaning rod to fit. And then of course, once the cleaning rod was in there, the bayonet wouldn't close all the way, yada yada. I also had to cut the retainer on this one to get the bayonet to sit flush. And I'm still going to have to shave the gas block right in the front there. I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of points downward, and it interferes with the cleaning rod. So you're gonna have to, if you buy one of these, you're probably gonna have to do that, because I've had to do it twice now. So so yeah, guys, that's my update. I wish I had some clips of me shooting and stuff, but I don't. I'll have to go out this weekend. Hopefully I can get the boys together and get some camera equipment together and go shooting. I want to see how this thing does. There are some videos on YouTube of it shooting. Some people going out and doing a little bit of plinking and stuff. So I'm going to go do that this weekend, hopefully, if the weather's good. And try to get y'all a better video, because I know y'all are tired of seeing this, you know, just me talking and showing stuff. Ooh, let me deploy the bayonet for you real quick. Hold on. All right, look at that. Really nice. And I have to give PSA credit, though. I was saying that they had a lot of criticism and stuff. People saying that the metal should have been blued, which I agree, it should have. But the Cerakote is really, really durable. I mean, really strong. It's some tough stuff. And, PSA went out of their way to pretty much remake an entire rifle. I mean, they had to change the receiver, the gas block, the front sight post, the bayonet. I mean, there's so much that they had to do to make these. They had to retool everything. So I have to say, good for them that they went out of their way to make this for us. I can sit here and complain about what's not right about it and what should have been different, and I could complain about the fitment and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, they are making these things for us and selling them for way cheaper than what a real Chinese AK goes for. So this, I think after it was all said and done, after FFL transfer and tax and all that stuff, shipping, it was like $1,200, out of my pocket. Compared to a real Chinese AK, those are like $3,000 to $5,000 for a really nice one, which is just nuts. If y'all didn't know, back in the day, in the 80s, you can get a Chinese Spiker for like $300. So I'm just so excited to have this gun. I'm really happy that I decided to push on and finish this thing, because I was pulling my hair out there for a while, but I decided to stick with it, finish it. It looks great. So if you're planning on doing that to your PSA Spiker, good luck. It sucks. Sucks ass. Maybe take it to a professional or something, I don't know, but Yeah, cold bluing this thing, no good. But I did it. So if you're that determined, you can do what I did. You know, grab a few beers and wither away in your garage, just like I did. I'm gonna do some beauty shots of this thing. So I'm gonna pause it real quick, kind of prop it up against the fence. Oh yeah, look at that. So pretty. Really pretty. So there you have it, guys. That is my PSA Spiker. And I think it came out looking pretty damn good. Do one more shot of the original for y'all that want to go buy one. Well, good luck buying one, because anytime they're made available, they sell out in like 30 seconds. So they come with one polymer mag, they come with a trigger lock, a couple stickers. Yeah. And their Cerakote is supposed to mimic a blued finish. It's supposed to, but when you really start looking at it up close, it just looks like spray paint. And I'm not trying to give them a hard time. You know, they did what they had to do to make this thing happen, so I'm not gonna sit here and complain about everything. You know, I just took matters into my own hands. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments what y'all think. And we need someone to make some better videos, you know, better than my videos. So we need Robski or whoever to go out and get a hold of one of these things, make us a nice video of it shooting, because so far I'm the only one making videos on this thing. But anyway, I'm gonna update y'all maybe in a week or two with another video of me shooting this thing. So adios.